Do you know?
Do you know where you're going to?
What? You know what we need?
I have a list.
Yeah. Top of the list, though, move it up in the priorities, is we need to make friends with Jamie Bauer
Well, I mean, that is at the top of my list. So.
and ask him to write us some intro music.
It'll be a toss-up. Will it be country? Will it be punk? Will it be metal?
I'm going to go ahead and say not country.
I could handle Jamie Bauer country.
Yeah.
I know he has like 3 country songs out right now that I actually do like.
Country music for sad goths, then yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. His Southern Gothic vibes are fire.
Our intro music is great.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good. But I want something customized to us.
Yeah. I've been thinking about that a lot, and I'm like, I don't know what it would sound like.
Yeah, I don't know. We have so many vibes.
Yeah.
So many different styles. I don't know.
I mean, some Lindsey Sterling intro music would be cool, too.
That would be cool. Hey, I'm Jess.
Hey, I'm Hids. It's episode 8. Doo-doo-doo.
Yay, we're almost to double digits.
Oh, that's great. We're almost to 450 downloads, which is, whoa.
Yeah, last I checked, we were at 444.
We're at 445.
Oh, we got one within the last, hour. That's cool.
55 downloads away from 500.
That's crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
And
thank you to all of our listeners.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
What else do we have to talk about? New things coming in 2025. We did a bit of this last episode. We talked about things we wanted to manifest.
We have
we did launch our writing prompt and our art prompt for the month on Patreon. We've started a new thing that was an idea that actually popped up in our last tea time. We're going to have tea time bingo. So we just released some bingo cards for our Wolfborn and Blade Dancers today that they can use in our tea time tomorrow. That's fun.
I'm excited for that.
And the bingo squares include things like, you catch a glimpse of one of the pets.
Or the cat walks across the computer, or we
talk about being hungry but not wanting to eat because
we're and then we eat on camera.
Yeah.
We that was a really fun tea time. We came up with a lot of those.
It was. I think that was our
all patron
highest viewed. Yeah, it was the all patron tea time.
Yeah, we had a lot of people there. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to join in that fun, you just have to become a patron. Patron? A patron.
A patron.
A patron. A patron on patreon.com/JessandHids.
A patron of the arts.
A patron of the arts. Support your local podcasters. Support us.
Support your favorite podcasters.
Hey. Please hope that's us.
Yeah. Go there, sign up, be a patron, join in on the fun.
Yeah. I really love the tea times. They're fun. We go in sometimes with a plan and sometimes without a plan.
Yeah.
But it always ends up just being a lot of fun.
Yep.
And
I just thought of another square we can put on future bingo cards is, so what are we talking about?
We have a list.
What are we going to talk about?
We didn't make a list this time.
Yeah. Remember when we used to take notes?
Oh gosh, we used to just have a whole outline and be ready for it. And
yeah.
Now I am excited though, because we're going to start doing a little
glimpses into our Scarab. Is that what you're talking about?
Wow, you picked up on my little brainwave there, because my brain shut off and you picked it right up. Thank you. That's why we're a team. Yeah, we're going to start doing some deep dive, maybe some character introductions, and that is going to help us get back into our editing mindset so we can get this thing finished.
Yeah, for our hopefully debut book, The Scarab Whispers.
What is going on outside?
That was a motorcycle. That was just a very loud car.
Oh, okay. It just sounded like
a truck or something.
metal. And I was like, is something on the roof? What is going on?
It makes me nervous because we messed with that thing.
Yeah,
attic
I don't know.
Space.
That's weird.
We messed with
maybe
that.
Something's in the attic. Yeah. Oh, no. Maybe we should go pop the corner back out and...
Oh, it's trapped in there now.
Oh, gosh.
No, if something had been crawling in and out of our attic, we would have
We would know. Right?
Maybe.
We would know.
Unless it's a ghost.
Unless it's a ghost.
A ghost. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Anyway, join our Patreon for fun stuff like this during tea time.
During tea time and
after pie sessions, yeah.
After pie sessions are utter chaos.
Unhinged.
I mean, picture this, but at 2 a.m. and much more.
Usually talking about spooky things like ghosts.
Ghosts. And chupacabra and hooved creatures that run across your rooftop. And aliens.
Yeah. A lot of weird stuff happens.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah. Patreon.com/JessandHids. Sign up. It's great. Also, join our Facebook group. We have a book club going on. We have a movie club going on. We've got lots of fun things going on. Facebook.com/groups/
Inside the Reveniverse is actually the...
Yeah. You could probably just do a search for Inside the Reveniverse and tell us how you found us. That's one of the questions to get into the group. If you're not like a creeper, we'll let you in.
Yeah, don't be a creeper.
Yeah.
We will block you. We're not afraid of blocking.
But join us. Okay, should we roll some dice?
Oh, yeah. Let's do this. Let's actually do the podcast that we're supposed to be doing. Oh, man. I was like, ooh, she rolled high. Oh, I rolled higher.
You first.
That's okay.
I'm excited.
So last episode, we went to Two Guns, Arizona, and then we went to Jimbocho, Tokyo, Japan. So today we're going to go to Alaska.
Yay!
Because I got the travel card. And
that was hilarious.
That was actually really funny. But I got the travel card and I was like, man, I have a list of places that I want to go to.
Yeah.
But like a lot of them are, I won't say like the cliche trips or common trips like England and Ireland and New Zealand and, you know, like the big, I don't know. I was just like, I want to go somewhere. I don't know. It's a place I've always wanted to go to, Alaska.
Yeah.
Anyway. And it's close-ish. But I actually have never really looked into traveling to Alaska, right? Yeah. I'm like, oh, just book a cruise. And they do all the work for you. But I was like, hey, I'm going to go find out some things about Alaska. Way back in the day, many, 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 many years ago, I read a book by James Michener called Alaska. And he does these massively thick books where he kind of takes a fictional family line or group of people and follows them through the history of the state or the country.
That's cool.
It's a really cool concept. And so it's kind of, I guess it's historical fiction.
Yeah.
But he hits kind of all the high points. And I read his book, Alaska, and was really fascinated because it talks about, you know, the very early days when the land bridge was there between the Americas and Asia.
Uh-huh.
And then it kind of goes up all the way to whenever he finished, I think like this 1980s or somewhere in there. It was really cool. And I was like, Alaska sounds like a cool place and I want to go there.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I mean, we could technically drive there.
I'm sold. You haven't even told me anything about it. And I'm like, yes.
Okay, yay. We'll plan a trip. So I looked up a few points and I am going to tell them to you. I'm also going to give you 49 fun facts about Alaska. Because it's the 49th state.
Oh, that's fun.
So, but one of the first things that made me pick Alaska is that it is the least traveled state in America. So only 13% of Americans have visited Alaska.
Wow, that's crazy.
It is crazy because you can drive there, but you have to fly to Hawaii.
I know 2 people that go to Alaska like every year.
That made me want to go there. the fact that only 13% of Americans have visited the state. And then also right under that stat was a little blip about the Mendenhall Caves / glacier. And I have been to the Athabascan Glacier in Canada, and it's very cool. And I was like, hey, here's another glacier I can visit. There are a ton of glaciers in Alaska, which I didn't know. But anyway, this one is, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Mendenhall Glacier and the ice caves there, which actually, I'm just going to talk about this ice caves really cool first because they're super cool and super dangerous. Because they can and will collapse without warning.
Oh, dang.
So, and also they're very hard to get to. So I found this blog post by Brian Weed on Last Frontier Magazine's website about the ice caves. I'm just going to flip this around because I want you to see this picture.
Oh my goodness, that's beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Oh, man.
So this was the most famous cave.
That is really
But it has
cool.
since collapsed.
Oh, sad.
Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it is blue.
That's crazy.
Because of the water, the purity of the ice of the glacier.
Yep.
It's so cool. And I want to go there, but he says everyone goes to the glacier. And he's like, when I'm at the glacier, I hear tourists asking, how do I get to the ice caves? And I tell them, if you have to ask, you shouldn't go.
Oh.
So it's an all-day event and you need a guide. You need someone to take you there because it's a 4-mile hike from a lake that you have to kayak across or get a boat across to the area. And it's very cold. Even in summer months, the water can be about 35 degrees. So you have to know how to be dressed for that. If you're on the water, you're also going into ice caves, so you have to be dressed. You need the right shoes, the right gear. It's not just let's go visit the caves and walk through on a paved path. There is no path.
Yeah.
So yeah. He says, the water itself can be about 35 degrees, so cold water paddling skills and an ability to self-rescue is a must. There is risk of glacial calvings, which can cause massive waves as high as 50 feet.
Calvings?
Ice calvings off the icebergs. So calving when an iceberg...
I don't know that word.
Oh, okay. When an iceberg starts to break off or part of the glacier breaks off and falls into the lake, that's called calving.
Oh.
Calving. And it's just...
That's weird.
Like a little baby.
Like a little baby iceberg.
Yeah.
I did not
But when those fall in, they can send massive waves across whatever body of water they're falling into.
Okay.
So if you are too close to the glacier, you can get hit by those calvings or flying chunks of ice or the 50-foot waves that come off that fall. So I'm like, okay, I have a fear of water. Guess what? Not going to do this. Not going to go kayaking on any of this water in this area. But they do have guides that will take you up this area. It is a 4-mile hike over rough, uneven, steep, and slippery when wet. And it's not marked. So you definitely need a guide. Don't do this on just a random, hey, I'm going to go up here,
There's going to be another Diet Love Pass situation.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, so I thought that was a cool thing. I didn't know that was even a place. I didn't know there were ice caves up there, which, it kind of makes sense because of how glaciers work and everything, which that's a whole nother podcast topic.
Ice caves or glaciers? Ice caves or glaciers?
Both.
Cool. Did you know there's ice caves in Mount Graham?
I feel like you told me about that.
I've never been there.
We were down there.
Yeah. There's ice caves somewhere.
We should go look.
Yeah. I know people who have been, and I could get directions from them. I just never went.
Put that on our list of things to do.
Okay.
I also want to do the lava tubes in Flagstaff.
Yes.
So that'll be fun.
Those would be cool.
So let's talk a little bit about the Mendenhall Glacier. I am going to say some words and I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of them and I am going to apologize right now.
It wouldn't be an episode of Jess and Hids if we didn't.
It would not be an episode if we did not butcher a language. I am going to apologize because I don't speak this language. So it's spelled Tlingit, but it's pronounced Tlingit is the dialect.
Okay.
The glacier was originally known as Sitantago, and I'm sure it's not pronounced that way, but I'm going to do this kind of phonetically as I'm looking at the words, which is the glacier behind the town, or Aktoxit, the glacier behind the little lake. I'm not even going to attempt to. I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to use the name that I can pronounce, which is the Mendenhall Glacier. It was named that in 1891 in honor of Thomas Corwin Mendenhall. It extends from the Juneau ice field, which is its source, all the way to Mendenhall Lake. It is one of the most beautiful and accessible glaciers in North America, and it's just 13 miles from downtown Juneau, Alaska. And it's just a few minutes from the airport. And I'm like, I want to go to there.
Yeah.
But it is about a half a mile wide. The ice can be up to about 1,800 feet deep, which is crazy. So the glacier is about half a mile wide and about 13 and a half miles long. And it is protected as part of the Mendenhall Glacier Recreation Area, which is a federally designated unit of the Tongass National Forest. The Juneau Icefield Research Program monitors the glaciers of the ice field since 1942. And since then, the Mendenhall Glacier has retreated about 2 miles, which means it's kind of shrinking backwards towards its source in the ice fields. And one thing that I thought was interesting, I'm not going to get into the whole issue of global warming and climate change. Since average yearly temperatures are increasing, and it looks like that trend is going to continue, this will continue to cause retreat of the glacier, but it may actually stabilize and grow for a little bit the increasing amounts of warm, moist air will be carried up to the head of the ice field, where colder ambient temperature will cause it to precipitate a snow, which will feed the ice field and kind of offset the melt and maybe extend the glacier a little bit. But that is only a short-term thing. After that, it could actually melt faster.
Interesting.
So that is just a little bit of information on the Mendenhall Glacier. There, you can, if you do a cruise to there, it is usually one of the most visited places. The cruise ships go up right into Mendenhall Lake, so it's just hop off the ship, take a daily excursion. Okay, so I went to a couple different websites to kind of things to do or things to see, and that's every Alaskan-based city has like a tourist board and tourist info. So I was like, oh my gosh, I can sit and talk about this for a long time, but I just wanted to condense it into a listenable thing. Yeah. There are a lot of festivals that kind of highlight the culture of Alaska.
I'd be very interested in those. I love a good festival.
There are so many. Two of the ones one that I really, really want to do is Alaska Bear Fest.
Bear Fest?
The Bear Fest. It's in the last week of July, and it celebrates all things bears.
Yes. I want to go.
I know, I want to go. I'm like, let's go.
What are we doing in July?
I don't have plans.
Oh, wait. I also don't have money.
Oh, shoot. There's that.
Yeah.
So it's a symposiums provide discussions from experts in bear science and management. There are different workshops available, along with this special Bear Fest community market, kids games, a golf tournament, and more. Sunday is the Bear Fest marathon, half marathon, and 5K.
Let's do
so
it.
We could do that. I will do a 5K in Alaska. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
And there's
honestly, I would just want to go for the merch, the bear merch.
The bear merch, I love. Can we put a big giant wooden bear out in our front, our little dirt plot?
A bear on one side, an alien on the other.
Yes. A little Bigfoot somewhere in there.
Yep.
A little Bigfoot. Okay.
That's where Bigfoot came from. Bear, alien, hybrid. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Think about it.
That's a whole... Now my brain... No,
Did I just blow that wide open?
No, don't tell anybody. I'm starting to get triggered. My sleeper cell is waking up.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Pay no attention to anything that's just been said. Jess has lost her mind.
Anyway, bears.
And you can also there's a charter company that will take you to the Annan Bear and Wildlife Observatory. But you have to make plans in advance because visitors are limited. Because it's bears.
Because it's bears. Who doesn't want to go see bears?
I want to go see the bears.
Freaking bears.
I want to pet the bears.
Yeah.
If that's how I die, that's how I die. One thing I learned in Alaska, not Alaska. One thing I learned when I went to Canada and my friend and I were getting ready to go hiking and they made us buy bear spray and gave us this whole little, here's what to do if you see a bear. I'm like, wait, is this a legitimate thing? The guy says, yes, I saw one out here yesterday. I was like, cool.
Okay.
Bears typically won't attack parties of 6 or more. So, fun fact, bears can count.
Oh.
I don't know if that's a fact, but it is my fun fact. Bears can count at least up to 6.
5 people.
One of you is probably going to become bear food.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Unfortunately, we didn't see any bears, or fortunately, we did not see any bears on our hike, which was good because it was really cold and it was very snowy and we would not have survived.
Yeah.
It was great. One of the other festivals that I saw that was cool, there is a huge list of bird festivals because this is a migratory area, so they get all kinds of birds. So I'm going to just tell you a bunch of them. There's the Alaska Hummingbird Festival. I love hummers.
Yeah.
It's in April in Ketchikan.
Hey, April's my birthday.
Okay. I'll make a plan for 2027 or 8 and we'll do that.
Okay.
Wait. 2027.
That's 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the big 4-0.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's kind of a milestone.
That's a milestone. We'll do that.
Wait, how old am I?
I don't know. I just went, 1987, so it's got to be 27s.
Okay.
This is 2025.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
be turning 28 in
28?
28. Yeah, 28. You heard it here, folks. 28. I'm 28 years old.
So we'll do that in 2027. We'll go to the Alaska Hummingbird Festival in Ketchikan, which I always thought that was such a fun word.
Yeah, Ketchikan.
There is also in April the Gunsight Mountain Hawk Watch Weekend, which I love it. It celebrates the migrating raptors, which is put on by the Anchorage Audubon Society. And I'm getting this list from their website, the anchorageaudubon.org.
Cool.
The Gunsight Mountain Hawk Watch Weekend. Jeez, man. I just brain blanked right there. I'm looking at the words and they're not making sense. But some of the raptors that you can see along this weekend, golden eagles, red-tailed hawks, rough-legged hawks, sharp-shinned hawks, the northern goshawk, American kestrels, peregrine falcons, merlin, and occasionally Swainson's hawk, and osprey. And I just love all those birds. I love birds. I love raptors and corvids the best, but I love all birds.
I can't identify them, but I think they're pretty cool.
I can identify a few here and there, but not I couldn't tell you the differences in all those birds.
Yeah.
Also in April seems to be a really good time to go to Alaska. Usually early April, they don't have a date. It just says TBD, usually early April, the Whale and Bird Fest.
Aww.
Which is a volunteer-run festival that celebrates the whale population and spring migratory bird species. And I'm like, yes, please.
I love whales.
I know. Activities include bird walks, whale tours, bird art workshops, and usually there's a Chamber of Commerce gala. Gala?
Is it gala or gala?
I always say gala. Gala just sounds so put on.
Put on. Gala?
Gala.
It's gala.
We're going to go with gala.
Okay.
Also in April, the Stikine River Birding Festival. It has the largest springtime concentration in North America of bald eagles, sandhill cranes, and snow geese.
What's a snow geese?
A snow geese.
Snow geese. I heard snokey. I was like, what? What is a snokey?
Snokey, new cryptid drop. Yo.
Yeah.
I'm going to invent, that is going to be my cryptid that I'm going to invent, the Snooky.
Okay.
Okay.
What's it going to be?
I don't know yet.
A bird of some kind, obviously. A bird.
Probably a bird.
Cryptid.
An Alaskan bird cryptid. Oh my gosh. Also in April in Alaska is the spring migration celebration in Fairbanks. And then later on there is the Copper River Delta Shorebird Festival, the Kachemak Bay Shorebird Festival, the Yakutat Tern Festival, and the I see this is another one of those words that I can't pronounce. Utqiagvik.
Spell it.
Utqiagvik.
I have to see it. I couldn't visualize that.
it's Yep.
Yeah, there's a little dot above the G. Just one though.
I don't know. But anyway,
real loud.
That is sorry, it was really loud. That is a festival usually in mid-June. And also in usually in November they have the Alaska Bald Eagle Festival, which is one of the largest gatherings of bald eagles in the world. It says daily buses or vans transport attendees to the Chilkat Bald Eagle Preserve. In the fall, more than 3,000 eagles can be found feeding on a late run of salmon. The thought, like
that's a lot.
We have a pair of eagles that kind of nest about a mile away from here.
Yeah.
The thought of seeing like upwards of 3,000 eagles in kind of one area just blows my mind.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Blows my mind.
That would be really cool.
So yeah, those are just some of the festivals, the bird-related festivals. There are many others. The other festival that I want to go to is in November. It's the Sitka Whale Fest. And I love whales.
Yes, please.
So
Whales
it celebrates marine life through science, art, culture, and adventure. The core of the Sitka Whale Fest is a 3-day science symposium where scientists and knowledge bearers share the latest research and learning about marine life. But it's not like just for scientists, it's for everyone to they break it down and they kind of just...
So cool.
Give you this information that will hopefully you can spread around and, bring awareness and information about whales. And, I just want to go. Earlier today, I said I was trying to send you a link.
Yeah.
And I couldn't send you this link because I'm going to tell you why right now. The featured artist at the 2024 Sitka Whale Fest is Crystal Kakia Rose Demientef Worrell. She is Athabascan, Filipino, and Tlingit from Raven Moati Sakai clan from the Raven House.
Whoa.
That's a lot of words that breaks down basically the tribe or the indigenous people that she's part of. She's a very talented artist. And if you remember a few years ago, the U.S. Postal Service had a raven motif forever stamp.
Okay.
It was very cool. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you because I have it in the shopping cart. And this is going to be our Blade Dancer postcard.
Oh, yeah. I have. Okay. I had a kid's book with that same style yeah.
It's very cool. I love it.
Of artwork. Yeah. That's really cool.
It's very cool. Okay. So in July of 2021, the USPS issued the Raven Story stamp, which was designed by Rico Worrell, who is Crystal's brother. They are co-founders of the Trickster Company, which I have their website open right now. They're an indigenous-owned design shop founded by the siblings Rico and Crystal, and their goal is to promote innovative indigenous design. And their art was chosen by the USPS for the stamp, and it's beautiful. But they have postcards and different art prints available now on their website, trickstercompany.com. And I'll put that link in our show notes as well.
Yeah.
Because it's a beautiful, beautiful design. I love it. And we're going to send that out to our Blade Dancers. So we do quarterly mailings. If you want to get in on that, you need to be a Blade Dancer sometime.
Yeah. You'll get merch too.
You'll get some other merch as well. So that was a bit about the Sitka Whale Fest and Crystal Worrell. And you could find her at crystalworrell.com, CrystalWorrl.com. can also go to anchorage.net, and they have a ton of information from the Alaska Native Heritage Center. So there are 11 cultural groups in Alaska, and this Heritage Center kind of explores their history and their culture.
That's cool.
And they encourage kind of a cross-cultural exchange among all the people and to help enhance self-esteem among the natives. Featuring the Alaska Native Arts Foundation promotes and markets Native arts from all regions and cultures in the state. And I'm gonna put all these links in the show notes. I can't even put all the links that I had, but I will put the main ones that I've used for this information and go from there. So, 49 fun facts about Alaska. You ready for these?
Yes.
Okay. I have them just as bullet points, and I'm just gonna go through the bullet points. And then I'm gonna go to talk to my travel agent, which is you, and we're gonna start planning our 2027 trip.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I am a travel agent. Sort of. I'm a travel agent for me.
You're my travel agent as well. Okay. In 2006, Alaska had the highest number of pilots per capita of any U.S. state. As of 2020, there are 8,795 active pilot certificates in Alaska. Because fun fact,
that's weird.
Many places in Alaska, many major cities, you can only get to by railroad or airplane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's rather interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I want to check this. But I think that Juneau, the capital of Alaska, doesn't have a highway going into it.
Oh.
I might have the city wrong, but I think I read that. 49 fun facts. Alaska is the largest U.S. state with over 665,000 square miles. Almost 1/3 of those square miles are in the Arctic Circle. Alaska is home to the 17 tallest mountains in the United States.
Oh.
And Mount Denali is North America's highest point at 6,190 meters or 20,310 feet.
Dang.
Which is not as high as the highest peak that Annie Smith Peck climbed.
Yeah, I was trying to
feet.
I was trying to remember numbers.
Call back to our couple episodes ago.
Did you use our own podcast as a source?
I did. I had to go back and was like, check those notes.
Oh, man.
Fun fact number 5, there are 8 national parks in Alaska. Denali National Park, Gates of the Arctic, Glacier Bay, Katmai, Kenai Fords, Kobuk Valley, Lake Clark, and Wrangell St. Elias. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I love national parks.
That is cool.
I want to do the whole thing where you go to every national park and get the stamp.
Yeah,
I've been to 3, so it would take me a while. Alaska has more coastline than the entire contiguous United States combined.
That makes sense because it's just
attached in that one little area.
Yeah.
There are more active glaciers and ice fields in Alaska than in the rest of the inhabited world. There are over 3 million lakes in Alaska.
That's insane.
That is insane. Alaska's largest lake is Lake Iliamna. It's 77 miles long and is as wide as the state of Connecticut.
Wow.
Which is nuts to me.
Yeah.
Alaska is 14.2% water. It has more than 3,000 rivers, 3 million lakes, and it is thought to have approximately 94,743 square miles of water area.
Holy crap.
That's right.
That's
and I don't think they're counting the fact that it's on the ocean either. I mean, obviously not, but I'm thinking about the different bays and that sort of thing. They're just counting rivers and lakes.
Yeah.
Which is insane amount of water. More fun facts. I'm going to keep going through my list. The United States' 2 largest forests are in Alaska. The Chugach Forest covers 4 million acres, and the Tongass Forest spans an inconceivable 16.8 million acres.
Holy crap. Inconceivable.
Inconceivable. I did not know this. I didn't realize how many. Alaska has more than 100 volcanoes, and some are still active.
Dang.
The best known active ones are Mount Redoubt and Mount Spur.
Huh.
That just blows my mind.
I didn't know that either. That's crazy.
I was like, okay. I mean, if you ask me which state has the most volcanoes, Hawaii.
Yeah. But I wouldn't think Alaska.
Yeah. Alaska has the highest percentage of public lands of any U.S. state. Much of Alaska is only accessible by air or water. And here's my fact checked. I did read it. Juneau is the only state capital that is inaccessible by road.
That's crazy.
This is the state capital, but we can't drive there. We can only fly or boat there.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Alaska has the lowest population density of any U.S. state. There's only one person per square mile. If this were applied to Manhattan in New York, there would only be 16 people living on the island.
What?
So Alaska has one person per square mile.
Yes.
So if you said Manhattan, New York has one person per square mile.
Yeah.
There would be 16 people living in Manhattan.
That's insane.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Because I think Manhattan has something like 22 million people.
No idea.
Oh, 1.6 million.
I was like, how many million people are in the world? Like they can't.
I mean, there are like 8 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
1.6 million people in 22 square miles.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So if you want to get away from it all, go to Alaska. The 4 largest cities in the United States are in Alaska. Sitka, Juneau, Wrangell, and Anchorage are the largest cities in the United States and Alaska.
Huh.
Sitka is 2,870 square miles, which makes it 4 times the size of Rhode Island, which is crazy.
Yeah.
The only World War II battle on U.S. soil took place in Alaska. In 1943, Japan invaded the Aleutian Islands, and the Battle of Attu took place that lasted from May 11th to May 30th. There's a place in Alaska where the rules of gravity don't seem to apply. On Upper Huffman Road in Anchorage, you find Gravity Hill. Here, if you put your car in neutral at the bottom of the hill, it rolls uphill instead of down.
I've heard about that.
I feel like there's a place in the lower 48 too.
Yeah, I think there's another place that does that.
I want to say Tennessee, but I could be very wrong.
No idea.
I feel like it was close to where I used to live in North Carolina. That's the only reason I'm saying Tennessee.
Why does it do that?
I don't know. I'm just giving you some fun facts. I'm not giving you the details behind them. That's a whole other rabbit hole I can go down. Add that to the list.
Gravity Hill.
Do I need to do some like elevator music?
What? Defying the laws of gravity and common sense. Vehicles appear to roll backwards up unofficial gravity hills. Parentheses, there are many. Okay. Sorry, we can keep going.
No, this is fascinating radio. Just staring at you when silence crackles across the recording.
Yeah, apparently there's gravity hills all over the place. So I'm sure there is.
So there probably is one in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay, onward with the fun facts.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion?
Yeah.
Well, that's no fun. Now
Wikipedia says it's a place where the layout of the surrounding land produces an illusion, making a slight downhill slope appear to be an uphill slope. It's the completely or mostly obstructed horizon that causes the illusion. Without a horizon, it becomes difficult for a person to judge the slope of a surface as a reliable reference point is missing, and misleading visual cues can adversely affect the sense of balance.
Interesting.
Yep. Objects which one would normally assume to be more or less perpendicular to the ground, such as trees, may be leaning, offsetting the visual reference. So there's just leaning trees there.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Anyway,
cool.
Sorry for that little tangent.
Fun story, bro. I mean, tangents are fun.
Yeah.
That's why we have this podcast. Yeah. It is a podcast of tangents. Also, someone told us that their friend said this is an ADHD listener-friendly podcast, and that made me so incredibly happy. So,
yeah, that's great. I mean,
thank you for that feedback.
Both of us have ADHD, so I don't know if I don't know if it's possible for us to create a non-ADHD friendly podcast because we wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do it. But it's good to kind of have that feedback and know, like, oh, cool.
Yeah, I definitely love that.
I know that, like, I've listened to a few episodes and I'm like, oh, I like this podcast. And I'm like, oh, wait.
It's ours.
That's my voice, which is weird.
Oh, man.
Because, like, listening to my voice right now, I don't like that. But 3 days from now, when I listen to the podcast, I'll be like, oh, this person kind of almost knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, we kind of sound like an actual podcast, right?
Wow, it sounds really good. Whoever edited this did a great job. It was Jess. She's the editor, and she's awesome. But let's continue on with our fun facts.
Keep going.
Tangent. Okay, where were we? Okay, Gravity Hill, which apparently is now depressingly just an optical illusion, and I don't like that anymore.
No, it's real.
Okay, good. Fun fact, Alaska holds the northernmost, easternmost, and westernmost points in the whole United States.
Dang.
Like, I struggled to make that work, but then I have to remember that when I look at a map, it's flat and the globe is curved.
Yeah.
And it kind of wraps around because anyway, optical illusions.
Hey.
Alaska is only 50 miles from Russia, and Russia once sold Alaska to the U.S. for $7.2 million. Once sold. That's a weird way to put that. Russia once sold Alaska, but then they took it back. I don't know.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Alaska used to be part of Imperial Russia, but they sold it to the U.S. in 1867. And everybody was like, ha, you bought some crappy land. But then the Klondike Gold Rush happened in 1899. And Russia was like, oh, dang.
Oh, man.
Ooh, we should not have done that.
Russia was like, oh, balls.
Oh, darn. Oh, apologies. That was a terrible accent. I'm sorry.
Bro.
Bro.
Oh, bro.
Bro. We just watched the Hawkeye special again for like the 4th year in a row since its release, and we love it.
It hasn't been out for 4 years, but yeah.
3 years?
We watch it every year around Christmas.
Has it been 3 years? I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know. Oh, maybe it has been 4 years. Oh, geez. Time is stupid.
I think it came out in 21, so 3 years.
Yeah.
As I stated earlier, Alaska was one of the last states to join the United States. It became a state in 1959 as the 49th state, and Hawaii became the 50th state in that same year.
Oh, I didn't know it was the same year.
Same year.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alaska's state flag was designed by a 14-year-old boy.
Oh, cool.
Named Benny Benson.
Aww.
Which sounds like straight out of the comic books.
Yeah.
Peter Parker, Benny Benson. They were besties.
They were besties. Benny was an artist. Pete was a scientist.
Yes. Benny was part of the Alaskan Kawalangan tribe, and he was 14 years old when he won a contest in 1927 to design the flag. The flag is, it's a field of blue, and it has 8 gold stars that form the Big Dipper and Polaris.
Oh, cool.
It's a really pretty flag.
Yeah.
Good job, Benny.
Way to go, Benny.
Say hi to Peter Parker for us. Oh, sorry. That was terrible. Terrible person. Back to the fun facts.
Fun facts with flags. Oh my gosh. We just had our own fun flag fact.
Speaking of tongue twisters.
Tongue twister. That is also a tongue twister.
Wow, all these callbacks to our old episodes.
I know. Fun flag fact with Sheldon Cooper.
Dr. Sheldon Cooper.
Dr. Sheldon
Thank you very much. Anyway, Alaska's official state flower is the forget-me-not. Their state gem is jade.
Oh.
Which I did not know that.
Yeah, I like that.
The state tree is the Sitka spruce, and it is one of the world's largest species of spruce. The state fossil is the woolly mammoth.
There's a state fossil?
I didn't know. Yeah.
Do all states have a fossil?
I don't think so. Did you know that it was just last month that the bald eagle was officially named the official bird of the United States?
Yeah, I thought it already was.
I thought it already was for a couple hundred years at least, but no, only officially last month, which is kind of cool.
Or did we just witness the Mandela effect?
I mean, possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alaska has more than 10,000 active pilots, which is interesting because I read that earlier that in 2020 there were like almost 8,800 active pilots, but then later on it says almost 10,000 or more than 10,000.
Wait, that's another fun fact?
Yeah.
That was already a fact.
In the same list.
We've been cheated. We need to find another Alaska fact quick because that's the same one.
Another Alaska fact really quick. Let's see. Well, I'm just going to continue on my list and I'll find a 50th one to put on there.
It would be a 49th one.
It would be, yeah, because they duplicated that.
Yeah.
It's weird. More than 1% of the state's population has some kind of flying certificate. So maybe that's it. Some kind of flying certificate.
Okay.
The first number was for pilot certificates. So there may be other
types of flying certificates?
I remember, yeah, I think there is. I think it depends on what you're, like if it's a private or a charter or...
Well, you're still a pilot.
Commercial license, but they have different license.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can get your pilot's license as a kid, but you can't, like, fly people around for pay.
Well, yeah, but they didn't specify. They just said pilots. All the kinds of certifications are pilots.
This entire episode is going deep dive onto multiple tangents, and I don't know. I did not, like, deep dive into all the 49 fun facts. I just...
found a list.
I just found the list, and I'm running through.
I'll stop interrupting.
No, it's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Except sometimes when you interrupt, my fingers scroll really quick, and then I have to scroll back to find where it was.
That sounds like a you problem.
Oh, it's most definitely a me problem.
I don't think you could blame me for that. You interrupt, you're causing me to scroll on my own computer.
Stop doing that. Stop making me scroll. Okay. Back to my fun fact list. We're on fun fact number 31. Alaska has the highest male to female ratio in the United States. 52% of the population are men. There are 107 men for every 100 women. That doesn't seem right.
Well, so
I don't like percentages of math.
Women can have two. That's how my brain has to think of stuff like that.
Oh man, I can't stop laughing now. Okay, I have to move on. Okay, that was fun fact number 31. Number 32, Alaskan natives make up 18% of the state's population. There are 224 federally recognized Alaskan Native tribes. The state's official language is English, but there are also 20 different indigenous languages spoken. Alaska means the Great Land. The name comes from the Aleut indigenous people. It can also mean mainland, great country, or great land.
It means great land, but it can also mean great land. I think whoever wrote this list needs to maybe do some.
I'll tell you who.
Some proofreading.
I'll tell you who wrote this list. Jason Brazier for InsightVacations.com.
All right. Well, thank you for your hard work, Jason. But proofread next time. Sorry, Jason. You did good work.
You did good work. Thank you for not making me have to do this.
Yeah, this is a great list.
It is a good list. I like it. So number 36, moving on. There's a sport called the Alaskan High Kick, which is a traditional native Alaskan game. So the objective is to kick a hanging target. However, the player must hold one foot with one hand, balance on the other hand, and then use the remaining leg to kick the target.
Holy crap.
Okay. And I have...
So they just do they hold their foot and do like a little half cartwheel as they're trying to kick it.
Okay, watch this. It's gonna cycle through on this little video.
Okay. That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. Okay.
That's so crazy. I was like, what?
So they start in just to describe to listeners what I just watched, they start in like a crouch. And so they already have one hand on the floor. They grab one foot with the other hand and just kind of jump and lift up their other foot to try to reach a hanging little target.
I'll find a video of that and put it in the show notes because it's very cool and it's something that I could never, ever do.
Yeah. I'm not going to try it. I will injure myself, but...
we should make your nibblings do it.
Yes, nibblings can do it. They have energy.
They have energy and flexibility.
Yeah. They're young. They could break a few bones. They'll be fine. They won't.
They won't break anything. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
No children will be harmed in the making of this podcast.
Hey, nibblings, you don't listen to this, but we've got a challenge for you.
We got a challenge. We'll do it. Fun fact number 37. Alaska's official state sport is dog mushing.
That's fun.
Which takes me back to the Iditarod, which is another festival that they have. It's kind of a festival / race.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
You've heard it. I feel like everybody's kind of heard of the Iditarod. I hope. That's very general, but it is very popular and well known.
Uh-huh.
Indigenous tribes have been using dogs and sleds for transportation and recreation in Alaska for millennia. That's a weird sentence, and I don't like it.
Jason. Proofread.
It is, yeah. Fun fact number 38. Sorry, I just got tickled there. Jason.
Oh, sorry, Jason. You will be the brunt of my jokes for the list, for the duration of the list.
Okay, we're almost done. Fun fact number 38. In keeping with the last fun fact about the state sport, the Alaskan Malamute is one of the oldest dog breeds in the world. Aww. It's also the official state dog and has been used for dog mushing for up to 3,000 years ago, since about 3,000 years.
Okay.
So it's kind of a thing there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which makes sense. Like, if they don't have a really good way, we can't really have roads and all that sort of stuff in many of those areas.
Yeah.
The dog sleds can get you where you need to go.
Yeah.
Number 39. Alaska's heroic dogs have statues made after them.
Yeah.
Since the local Alaskan Huskies are beloved companions for good reason. As well as aiding transportation and helping manage the environment, the dogs have saved lives too. In 1925, in the village of Nome, some local children became ill with diphtheria. An epidemic was imminent, only preventable if a serum could somehow be transported to the village across hundreds of miles of brutal Alaskan wilderness.
I know this story.
I know. Coming to the rescue were volunteers and their trusty dogs who delivered the serum via a grueling relay across the wilderness. The lead dog, Balto, was immortalized in New York City with the bronze statue in Central Park. And I think I actually saw this statue, not the last time I was in Central Park, but maybe the first time.
Cool.
So, but I was just like, oh, dog statue. Like it didn't click in my brain, why it was there. But that's cool. I like Alaskan Malamutes as a breed, but they are a working dog. So if you think you would like to have one, do your research.
Yeah.
They're not apartment dogs.
No.
They need jobs.
They have energy.
Are you having fun over there?
Stray's in here.
Oh.
she
wants her out.
She was scratching at the door and I was like, dang, those cats are loud. And then I look over and she's just...
Aw.
Yeah, I'll let her out. Hi, Straybees. You just want to stay in here? Now that we have noticed you.
Okay. Continue on. I just have 9 more fun facts. Fun fact number 40, which we kind of already touched on, but you can find grizzly bear, moose, caribou, wolves, and bald eagles in Alaska. Alaska is home to the largest population of bald eagles in the United States. It also has the largest bears in the world, the Kodiak bears.
Yeah.
The Kodiaks are a unique subspecies that live only on the island of the Kodiak archipelago. Is that right? Archipelago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Archipelago? I've heard it both ways.
Archipelago. Hey, hi, kid.
Archipelago.
Archipelago. Because they only live on these islands, they've been isolated from other bear species for over 12,000 years. They are the largest bears in the world, standing up to 11 feet tall on their hind legs and weighing up to 1,500 pounds.
Nope.
That's a big bear.
Yeah.
Fun fact number 43, there's an estimated 1 bear for every 21 people in Alaska.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Insane. The bears are going to just take over.
Yep.
I welcome our bear overlords. Fun fact 44, the state fish is the king salmon. And the largest salmon ever caught was in Alaska, weighing 97 pounds.
Holy crap.
Right? That's a large child.
Yeah. I mean, 97 pounds is
a small human.
Not even a child. Like,
that's insane.
Yeah.
That was the world record catch by Les Anderson in 1985.
Insane.
Fun fact number 46. In the summer, in some parts of Alaska, the sun never sets.
I knew that.
Eternal summer. Huge swaths of the country are located within the Arctic Circle, so at certain times of the year, the sun never falls below the horizon, giving some parts of the state the nickname Land of the Midnight Sun. In Alaska's northernmost city, the sun rises on May 10th and doesn't set again until August 2nd. 85 days of sun.
I would have to have some pretty thick blackout curtains.
Yeah.
Because, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
The closest I got to that, I visited my friend in Cold Lake, Canada, which is in Alberta, which is very northern part of Alberta.
Uh-huh.
And we were there in May, and it did not get actually dark till after midnight. So we had blackout curtains on all the bedroom windows.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's very cool because you're just going about your day and then you're like, it's 9 p.m. and it is daylight. Not like twilight, like actual daylight.
I would get so thrown off.
It was weird, but it was also really cool. It was a kind of a different experience. Because of this effect where there's all the sun, people can be hiking, fishing, gardening at all hours of the day, night, question mark.
Cool. Yeah.
And you can lose track of time.
Yeah, for sure.
But to balance that out, in the depths of winter, the sun also doesn't come up, leading to months of pure darkness. So you have all summer. Ooh, all winter is just dark.
Yeah.
This is not a fun fact, and I don't have the numbers on this, but depression is a huge problem in Alaska.
Yeah.
Because of the lack of daylight for so long. Because of these long summer days, we get fun fact number 47. And I love how this is put. Well done, Jason. You can grow zucchinis to be as big as a dachshund.
Oh.
Hashtag anything but metric.
Yep.
Locals have been able to produce a 35-pound broccoli, 65-pound cantaloupes, and 138-pound cabbages.
Oh, my goodness.
Because you have 85 days of sunshine. 185-pound cabbage.
That's a lot of cabbage.
That weighs more than me.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Wow.
It's just crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
2 more fun facts.
Okay.
48. Number 48. You can spot the northern lights almost year-round. The season starts in Alaska in mid-August and lasts until mid-April. So there's about 240 days when you have a chance to see the northern lights.
So cool.
Which is very cool.
Yeah.
And number 49, Alaska has the lowest temperature recorded in the United States. At Prospect Creek Camp in 1971, the temperature dropped to negative 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
My brain's not even comprehending.
I can't even comprehend
temperature.
I cannot.
I get cold when it's in the low 60s.
Mm-hmm. Negative 80 degrees Fahrenheit. For metric users, that's negative 62 degrees Celsius. I can't even comprehend. I don't like 0 degrees.
I don't like negatives.
Negative 80 degrees.
Yeah.
The difference between 0 degrees and 80 degrees, just positive 8 degrees.
Yeah.
Is just so insane. I cannot even comprehend being that cold.
Nope.
I feel like you would just stick a finger out in the weather and it would just freeze and fall off.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, well, nice to know you, finger. It's gone. It's gone. But anyway, that was my final fun fact.
Sweet.
For 49 fun facts about Alaska, the 49th state.
We should definitely go.
We should definitely go.
During April, apparently.
April of 2027. Let's make it happen. We're going to manifest that. We're going to make that happen. We're going to put that out there into the universe.
Okay. 2027.
2027. We can do it, right?
No.
No.
At our current rate of pay, we cannot.
No, we're it's fine. It's fine. We're going to be fine.
Yeah. Yay.
There's our little snippet of Alaska.
Fun.
And some fun facts. And we're going to start planning a trip.
Yep. Okay. Are you ready for mine?
I am. I'm quite ready. What you got? What you got? I'm good.
Are you going to finish chewing first?
I don't have anything to chew. It melted. Okay, we're back. Let's do this. What you got? Tell me. I've been dying to know your topic for a week now.
Lo, these eyes have beheld the superwoman. Her head is the head of Juno. Her form is fit for a mother of kings and heroes. She is 25 years old, weighs 210 pounds, and moves as lightly as a greyhound. She is as majestic as the Sphinx, as pretty as a Valentine, as sentimental as a German schoolgirl, and as wholesome as a big slice of bread and butter. What? Those were words written by Kate Carew in an interview in a 1911 article of the New York American, where she interviewed Katie Sandwina.
Oh.
A strong woman.
I forgot that she was on the list.
Yeah, when I drew her, I was like, don't know who this is, but it's another woman.
You are kidding. All of the amazing women that have been on our list so far.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
So this is episode 8. She is the 4th woman from history that I have talked about. So like, I'm 50-50.
I know. That's so crazy.
All right.
Okay, Katie Sandwina.
Katie Sandwina. Let's talk about little Katie. Not little Katie.
Well, she doesn't sound little. She sounds like she's pretty...
She's very tall.
She sounds like she is...
Yeah. Anyway.
I keep wanting to say badass.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I guess, okay. I didn't know how far we wanted to go. I'm just like, she sounds like she's pretty badass.
Yeah.
And I want to hear more.
I don't think I would need to use the explicit tag.
Okay.
We
could say that
with
one.
that particular
that
word.
Once. All right, let's go.
Okay. Katarina Brumbach was her real name.
Okay.
She was one of 14 children.
Oh.
Legend has it that she was born in the back of a circus wagon, but I'm not sure if that's true.
Legend has it is one of my favorite sentence starters.
Well, there you go. I'm glad I was able to use it in this episode. She was born in Vienna, Austria in 1884 to a pair of circus performers, Philippe and Johanna Brumbach. And her career just, like she was born into it. At the age of 2, she was already practicing handstands on her dad's palms.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he would lift her up. When she was a bit older, like in her teens, she officially had a part in their act. She would wrestle, and her father would promise 100 gold marks to any man who can best her in the ring.
Oh, dang. Did he ever have to pay up?
No.
That's awesome.
No one could ever beat her.
That is awesome.
It was actually during one of those performances that Katie met her future husband.
Oh.
Around the time, even then in her teens, she was already defying like gender conventions. Mm-hmm. And like the idea of strong women, that was not a foreign concept. But so far, the strong women were described as having like masculine features and as strong as a man. And, they were often compared to men.
Right.
But what made Katie unique was that a lot of people just marveled at how she was able to hold on to her feminism as well.
Oh, okay.
In an interview in a German newspaper, the interviewer actually asked her, and I have these, it's kind of like a back and forth sort of quotes.
Okay.
A very discreet question, my dear madam, are you married? And she said, "No, I'm not married. I'm still single, but nobody dares to end this situation." And he says, "Are you interested in men anyway?" She says, "What shall I say? Men are like air to me. You can't live without them. Every now and then I breathe good, fresh air, you know."
Oh, my goodness.
I know. So this was when she was in Germany and she was still in her teens.
So it's like the early 1900s, like early, because you said 1880s she was born?
She was born in, 1884.
Okay, so
she actually got
so
married.
Like 1900s.
Well, yeah. At the age of 16, an aspiring acrobat named Max Heyman thought that trouncing a woman on stage might be a good way to garner publicity for his own act.
Oh, okay.
And a way to make some quick cash. So he took up that whole, I'll give you 100 gold marks if you can beat Katie in the ring. And he didn't.
Good for him.
Katie soundly defeated the petite Heyman. But as he looked up from his vantage point from the ground on which she had thrown him, he fell in love.
Oh, that's adorable.
And the two were married for 52 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did not expect that sentence to come next.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So they met at 16. I don't actually have an actual...
when they actually got married?
A marriage date.
Probably like right after that, I assume, because it
happened quickly back then.
Yeah, it happened quickly,
the long
and they got
didn't really exist.
married very young.
Yeah. Once they got married, Katie incorporated her husband into her act. And it was a double act where...
Please tell me she would just lift him up on the palm of her hands.
For sure.
Oh my
She
God,
would deadlift him. She would spin him around.
That's amazing.
She had a notable act was that she would play the role of a soldier going through rifle drills. And she would manipulate Max as if he were the gun.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like a little petite acrobat.
Right, yeah.
So
he was a acrobat trapeze? Did you say trapeze? Or
acrobat.
Just acrobat. Okay, so I imagine slender and lean. That's...
Yeah.
So hey, babe, you're going to be my gun today in my show.
Yeah. And he's just all for it.
Okay. That's fantastic.
Okay, babe. Yeah.
True love.
Yeah. In the early 1900s, Katie and Max moved to the U.S., and there they traveled around performing in various circuses and vaudeville acts. In 1902, when she was 18 years old, she faced off with the leading strongman in the U.S. at the time, Eugene Sandow. The two had a weightlifting competition, and Katie was able to lift 296 pounds over her head with one hand.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Whereas Eugene was only able to get that same weight to his chest. He couldn't lift it up over his head.
Hey, that is amazing. That's
nearly 300 pounds.
With one hand.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's insane.
After that, she adopted the stage name of Sandwina, a female derivative of Sandow, either to honor Eugene or maybe to emasculate him or...
I mean, I'm going to say a bit of both.
Yeah, a bit of both. I actually have that in my notes. Maybe a bit of both.
I kind of love that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, are
Call
you related
me the great
to this
Sandwina
guy?
now.
No, but I did lift more weight than him with one hand. So,
yeah. She embraced her strength while maintaining her personal sense of femininity. She loved to paint her fingernails and her toes. And that description that I read at the beginning was in an interview that would highlight just this woman is nearly 6 feet tall. She weighs somewhere around 200 pounds, but she is just the ultimate beauty. And
I love that because so much in those old circus acts or whatever, when they had the strong woman or whatever, like you said earlier, they were so much compared to the men, and they were often they were kind of portrayed or described as manly. And
they often used masculine terms to describe them. And but the press paid just as much attention to her hourglass figure as,
that's
strength,
amazing.
Which is cool.
Yeah, very cool. Very forward thinking too.
Yeah.
For the time, I guess.
Yeah. Katie and Max signed on with the Barnum and Bailey Circus in 1911.
I knew P.T. Barnum was going to come into this story.
Of course, yeah.
He has to.
Yeah. Actually, he was dead by the time she signed up with the circus because he died in the late 1800s.
Oh, well, my timeline's all twisted. So.
Yeah. They signed on in 1911.
Okay.
When she was 27 years old.
Okay.
During a sort of meet the press event at Madison Square Garden, she was examined by a team of 10 physicians from all over the country. This was all just to generate hype, but actual physicians. And they said, quote, "In every way, according to her measurements, she is a perfect woman by all the accepted standards." Accepted standards. I don't really know what they mean there, but I'm sure they're referring to the hourglass figure.
The hourglass figure, yeah.
And yeah, she's not, all the descriptions that I read about her and even the pictures that I've seen, like her muscles aren't super defined and toned.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's typical of the strong man. You get kind of more of this barrel-chested, just, there's not that ripped look that we think of as muscular, like bodybuilding.
Yeah.
It's more
like
utilitarian muscles.
Yeah.
But rather than muscles for look. So you have this more kind of the barrel-chested, the thicker body than this cut and defined. So she had that strength, but she still had this feminine figure.
Yeah, she kept her just femininity.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So here are her stats.
Okay.
She stood 5 feet 9 3/4 tall. She weighed 210 pounds, had a 44 1/10 inch chest measurement when expanded, a 29-inch waist.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a big difference. 43-inch hips, a 16 1/10 inch calf.
Oh.
And her flexed right bicep measured 14 inches.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
That is a true hourglass figure, though. Like,
yeah. The chest to waist to hip measurement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, her hips were just like an inch less. I think you said 44 to 43. And then you have this 29-inch waist. A 29-inch waist.
Yeah.
That's insane. And then and this muscle, like, oh man, I want to like take a geneticist back in time and like see what's going on. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah. Her father was actually a strong man too. That was his role in the circus that she grew up in.
Okay.
So like the genetics definitely come into play.
Yeah, for sure.
The kids that she ended up having, one of them was a boxer, a heavyweight boxing champion.
Oh man, it kind of runs in the family.
So, yeah. She was also an outspoken proponent of the women's right to vote.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah. In 1912, at the age of 28, she became the vice president of the 800-member suffragette ladies of the Barnum and Bailey Circus. So it was
this is like your third suffragette.
I know.
I think.
Let's see,
I mean, I would almost count Eloise. Probably, she was probably that forward thinking as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember if you said anything specific, but
I'm not sure. I don't remember reading.
You've got this theme going.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be like, if I draw one of these, I'm just going to hand it off to you. No, no, you got this. You got this. So. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So about that, there was a Barnum and Bailey promotional article that was titled "Happy Family Ruled by Giantess Makes Anti-Suffragists Tremble." That was the title of this promotional article. And in it, they say, the anti-suffragists who go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus at Madison Square Garden and see Sandwina, the German strongwoman, lift her husband and 2-year-old son with one arm, tremble for the future of the anti-cause. When all women are able to rule their homes by such a simple and primitive methods, they will get the vote or take it.
Oh, dang. Also, kudos to the Barnum and Bailey Circus for being forward-thinking.
For sure. Yeah. And like, I know The Greatest Showman was completely dramatized and Barnum was actually a bit of a dirtbag.
Yeah, he wasn't a great guy.
Yeah. But I kind of feel like they got that part right. Even though like he started it for money.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't have any intention of instilling self-confidence in these people. He was in it for the money. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like it did instill self-confidence.
I mean, yeah, if you can go out there and you've been made fun of and marginalized and tossed onto the sidelines and not allowed to work except behind closed doors, and now you're in the public spotlight for better or worse. Because I know, I mean, there's like the freak shows and that sort of thing are not great.
No.
But being able to work at all, especially at that time period, it had to do something for you on some level. And
it really depends on your own mindset too. If you like doing that, if you like...
Yeah, I mean, she seemed to enjoy what she was doing.
She definitely enjoys. Yeah, she loved her career. Like I said, she was born into it. She was with the circus. She didn't retire until she was 60 years old.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she obviously loved what she did. And even after that, I have a little snippet of what she did after retirement.
Okay.
I kind of feel like if you have that mindset, you are able to spread awareness that like there is no cookie cutter person.
Yeah. And you can still be like, you can, speaking for her personally, like you can still be this strong.
Yeah.
You know, very
you can be both. You can be
person,
strong
but
and
still
feminine.
Be feminine. Yeah.
Yeah. And even nowadays, speaking as a woman, I feel like everybody wants to put you in a box.
Oh yeah.
If you show masculine traits,
they want to put
you in one box. Yeah. If you show feminine traits, you have to go in another box.
Yeah.
You can't be in both boxes.
Yeah.
But I think Katie nailed it.
I think she did. Yeah. I love that she was a popular figure, in the public eye, and she was like, I could snap you in half, but I'm going to do it with beautiful nails.
Yeah.
And my hourglass figure, you know, like that's awesome.
She was great. And I would have loved to have seen her show.
Oh, for sure.
That would have been so cool.
Where's that time travel?
I know.
Let me call Project Pegasus really quick. I need to make a quick trip.
Like I said, she retired from the circus life at the age of 60. And when that happened, Katie, Max, and their 2 boys opened a popular tavern and restaurant in Ridgeway, New Jersey, where she continued to perform feats of strength every Saturday night.
Oh my gosh, at 60.
Yeah.
I love her.
She also obviously had a hand in training her son, Teddy, who became a prominent professional boxer. And his career was sort of during the 1920s and 30s. And their other son, I didn't write down his name, but he became an actor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like
were they still using the Sandwina name, or were they using her original?
Every article, every source that I use seemed to go back and forth between the two.
Okay. So I probably like a stage name.
Stage name is Sandwina.
Okay. Personal name.
And you know what? I don't even know. Like Max's name is Heyman. So Heyman.
Hey man.
Hey man.
Hey man.
So I don't know if she took on his name or not.
Okay. Like my initial thought is it's the 1900s, so she probably did take his name, but also she was very forward thinking, so maybe she didn't. Maybe she was like, hey, this is my career.
Well, and she was already in show business, and that's common.
Yeah,
like you want to keep your name.
Use the well-known public name. So.
Yeah, and none of the sources I found said Katie Heyman.
Okay, so she likely kept her family name then.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was an article in the New York Mirror in 1947 recorded an incident at the tavern that they owned.
Okay.
In which a bruiser, in quotes, had entered Sandwina's bar, berated everyone in sight, and then started like coming after Max.
Oh.
This says, under such circumstances, Sandwina, known to all in the neighborhood as Mama, was known to say to her husband, "Papa, open the door."
Oh.
She knocked the bruiser out cold with one punch and ejected him from the premises.
I love that. This guy's like, I'm going to pick on this little scrawny guy. I just feel like Max is like, babe.
I know, babe. Mama, come take care of this.
Yeah. Papa, open the door. Whee!
But like, I guess that sort of thing happened all the time. And it was like... The local cops had developed just like a customary word of caution for her. And they were known to just say, "Mama, don't hit him too hard."
Oh my gosh. Just enough to knock them out of your building. Don't injure them.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to have to take him to the hospital. Just knock him around a bit.
Oh my God. I love that the cops are like, yeah, we're not going to mess with her either. We're just going to be like, hey,
just maybe
pull your punch a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe don't hit
have
so
a nice
hard.
day. That's awesome.
Yeah. She seems so awesome.
I feel like she has a happy, not happy-go-lucky, but she has like a good personality. Like, yeah. I think she would have been fun to hang out with.
For sure. I would have loved to have gone to eat there.
Oh, for sure. I wonder, like, is it still there? Like, because I know, like,
I don't know. I don't even have the name of the restaurant in here. I did bad notes. It was in Ridgeway, New Jersey.
I'm doing a quick Google. This one says Katie and her husband Max ran the Circus Bar in Queens, New York in the 1940s.
Okay. The timeline matches up, but Queens, I don't know. How close?
Katie did double duty as bartender and bouncer inside the pub, while Max did the cooking and, for old time's sake, sometimes let Katie carry him around to amuse the patrons.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with Max. He sounds really cool.
I know. Katie, at the age of 68 in 1952, she died of cancer, which is very sad.
That's very sad.
I do want to say the article that I pulled that first quote from by Kate Carew in the New York American sort of shaped her career and really, really highlighted her as both this feminine figure and highlighted her strength. I actually pulled that quote from another article that was talking about that original article. Mm-hmm. What's fascinating about this and why I brought it up was because the article that I found that I will put in the show notes was specifically talking about how this one article just sort of shaped her whole celebrity status. She seemed like such an awesome lady. And I kind of like this trend that I've got going.
I know. I'm gonna if I draw one of these amazing women, I'm just gonna hand you the card and be like, you know what, you've got this. You've got it good.
No. I also mentioned to you earlier today that there was something cool that I found that I can't tell you about.
Oh yeah, we both did that.
Yeah,
today
so after we record.
I have this cool thing, but I can't tell you till afterwards. So, okay, what was your cool thing?
Apparently, there is a graphic novel series called Suffragitsu.
Oh, well, I need to add that to my to be read list.
And Suffragitsu. Sandwina, the Woman of Steel, appears as a member of the Amazon bodyguard team in the graphic novel series.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do you have that already on the?
I'm gonna link it in the show notes.
Okay, that's
I'm
amazing.
Gonna send you the website.
Okay, yeah. I'm down. Let's do this.
Yeah,
this is fabulous. Suffragitsu.
Yep.
And that's amazing.
Yeah, but that's all I have.
That's it. I mean, that's fantastic. I love that. We'll wrap up the recording and draw some cards to see what we're going to talk about next week.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
Let me get the cards out. Okay, so yeah, thank you to the listeners who have emailed in some topic suggestions. I'm kind of excited.
I'm super excited for a lot of the things that we have. Okay.
All right, you go.
Did I go first last time or did you?
I don't know.
Remember.
You just go. You do it. Should I move them around a little more? I'm going to move around a little more.
Right. Look, now I'm
so
just
many
carefully studying all the pile of cards on the desk.
There's so many. I know there's some hiding under here. Okay.
I'm going to. This one.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, I want to know what it is. I'm so jealous.
That was loud.
Sorry. Okay. Oh gosh, there's so many. Oh.
I want it to be a good one.
They're all good. They're all excellent topics. Okay. I'm going to take this card right here. Oh, okay. Okay, this one could be interesting.
Sweet. Okay.
I'm trying to remember why we put this on. Like, I know I like it, And I'm trying to remember why we put it on. And I don't remember why, but I'll make it interesting. It's going to be fun.
Sweet.
Cool.
Mine is going to be, I can tell I'm going to have to do a lot of
Oh man, you got so excited. You got so excited.
I know.
I am very Tell
excited.
Me what it is. Tell me.
I'm going to stop recording. No.
Okay.
I'm super excited for it. And I'm excited too. I know a lot of our listeners who will be excited for it too. Oh man. So.
You can't do this to me.
Yeah.
I don't like this system that we have. I'm kidding. I love it. It is really fun.
It's our gimmick.
It's our little shtick.
It's our shtick.
It's our shtick.
All right.
All right. Well, that's our cards. We're going to go do some research and get ready for our next episode. Awesome. Oh man. What? I had a thought for how to do our sign off, but I didn't prepare for it. So I'll just do it next time.
Well,
I'll just do my quick one, my brief. So we always say every time we're going to wrap this up, we're like, we need a good sign off. We don't really have a good sign off. We just, we go, oh, bye. And we end.
Yeah.
But I had this idea, and what I want to do is kind of do a history of farewells, and then kind of go into farewells in different languages and cultures and time periods, I guess. And slang and just kind of, so I'm going to, I have like a few different things, but I'm going to just pull one from way back in the day in the late 90s, early 2000s. And I'm going to say, yo, gee, we outie.
All right.
Oh, no, that was terrible. That was bad.
Yeah, I've never used that in my life.
No, I never have either. I just heard it.
We out, maybe.
We out. We outie. Outie 5000. Yo, peace out. I don't know. It's a messed up thing. I don't like this at all. Let's put something. So one of my favorite
we out
goodbyes is the actual original form of goodbye, which was God be with ye. And it was shortened through the years to say goodbye.
Fun fact.
So I think we might do that moving forward. We can edit all this out if we don't want to use it.
No.
Let's do that on the next episode.
Oh.
Because then I'll have something planned.
Well, then how are we going to end this?
We could just end this with a fond farewell and a thank you to all of our listeners.
Oh, man. We out.
We out. Yo.
Peace outside.
Peace out.
No, thank you for listening. Again, join our Patreon page, patreon.com/JessandHids. If you have an idea for a topic you would like us to cover, email us at jessandhids@gmail.com. And you can always follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook. And what are our handles?
All of our handles are Jess and Hids Make Words on Facebook and Instagram. Threads. We're on Blue Sky. I don't really post a lot on there.
We did just recently create a
Storygraph
account.
Yeah, so we are on Jess and Hids on Storygraph if you'd like to follow us, as we kind of not really sure all the ins and outs of Storygraph, but I'm going to try to learn. It's a kind of a book tracking app.
Yeah, neither of us are really into tracking our reads, but a lot
of our listeners are. A lot of our friends are.
Yeah.
So we're just going to and since we are kind of a bookish thing that we started out with in the very beginning.
Since we are trying to write be
books.
Published.
Yeah.
We should probably tap into that community.
We should probably,
right?
be a little present in the bookish community.
Yeah. So find us on Storygraph. Give us your
handle and we'll follow back you. And we can share books and book suggestions and different things like that. So it'll be fun, I think.
Yep.
So cool. We'll see you next week and have a lovely weekend. And thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye.